Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about another loop in C programming, and this is going to be about do while loop, right? So in this video I'll be discussing with you about do while loop, and my prime objective would be to tell you that how we can use this do while loop in C programming and how it is different from a simple while loop. We have already seen a while loop in our previous video, and this one is a bit different from while loop, and it becomes a obvious question for the programmers, at least for the ones who are doing it for the very first time, that why do I need a do while loop, and in case there is something called as while loop already available, what is the main difference between these two loops, right? So my objective of this video will be to make sure that I make these things clear to you. So before we proceed further, I would like to give you a syntax of this do while loop. You can see that it is like this, that you write do, and within this you write certain statements, that you want to execute, provided the condition is true, right? So this is the most important thing, that you want to execute these statements which are written within the do section, provided that the condition which you write over here, that is while you put some sort of a condition over here, while this is true. Okay, so what is going to happen is that this do section will be executed, and then this condition which you are providing in the while will be evaluated, right? So if this condition is true, then in that case this do section will be executed again. The time this condition that we are trying to evaluate over here is false, this one will stop executing, which means do will not be executed further, and the control will get out of this do while loop, and whatever you write after that will be executed. Whereas when you compare it to while, what happens over here is that you give condition over here in while and execute the statements which you write over here, provided the condition given in this while is true, right? So you see the difference over here, that in case of a simple while loop, the condition is evaluated first, and on the basis of that we decide whether the statements which you are writing within the while, they are going to be executed or not. Okay, so if this condition is evaluated to true, then the statements which you are going to write within this while loop will be executed. Okay, whereas when you see this do while loop, it is going to execute the statements which you write in the do section at least once, and then it is going to evaluate the condition, right? So here the evaluation of the condition is happening at a later stage, and what is happening first is that whatever you write within this do loop, right, whatever you are going to write within this do section, it is going to get executed first, and then the condition will be evaluated. So at least this do while is going to run once, right? So this is a major difference, that when we use do while, whatever we are going to write within the do section, it is going to run at least once, and then the condition will be evaluated. Okay, whereas in case of a simple while loop, you evaluate the condition first, and on the basis of that you decide whether the statements which are written within the while loop will be executed or not, right? So the control will execute the statements which are going to be written within the while loop, provided the condition is evaluated to true at the start. Okay, so if it is false, whatever is written over here will not be executed, but if it is true, then and only then the statements which are written within this while loop will be executed. Okay, whereas in case of a do while loop, it is going to run at least once, and then it evaluates whether this condition is true or not. If this condition is evaluated as true, then this do section will be executed again, and if it is evaluated as false, then the do while loop will be terminated and control moves further in the program, right? So I hope this difference between do while and while is clear to you. And now it's time that we execute a simple program using a do while loop and execute a similar sort of a program using a while loop, so that the difference between the two is clear to you. Okay, so in the next video we will see a simple C program that we will design using both do while and while loop, just to make sure that this differentiation between the two is clear to us, right? So I will see you in the next video.